probably we have experienced at some point in our life. I know that, especially when I was confronted with writing a big, long research paper, that was sort of scary to me, because I'd typically been doing creative writing stuff, and so a research paper was a little scary, even though I am a writer. And so fear of writing is a big roadblock. Fear is a roadblock in many things, but I think that the only thing we have to fear is fear itself, and we need to get rid of that fear. So collaborative writing can help with that. After giving a basic definition of the concept, I would demonstrate the concept in a write-along activity. So for instance, let's say I'm teaching students about the 5 senses and using it in descriptive writing. So, smell, touch, etc. I try to use an inquiry-based approach to get students' creativity and imagination flowing. To show you what I mean by this, let's pretend that you're students. I'm not able to see you, but I have a feeling that if you slouch back and pick your nose a little bit more, you'll have it right down. Just kidding. So together, we're going to do a descriptive writing activity about a treehouse. So imagine that you're students. I want you to tell me about what size is this treehouse? What color is this treehouse? So let's say you're walking alone in the woods and you see is it a giant treehouse? Is it a minuscule treehouse? Is it a giant burgundy treehouse or a minuscule black treehouse? What color, size? Think of these things. So right for your eyes. When you're walking in the forest, your footsteps light on the rustling leaves, and you see this. Okay, so we have a color, fuchsia. I think there's a C somewhere in there, although I could be wrong. So that would be one excellent color. Maybe we could say, I was walking in the forest one day when I saw a towering treehouse made of multicolored wood. My eyes were assaulted by bright colors such as fuchsia, I think that's how it's spelled, blue, and let me get one more color. Magenta, nice. So oops. Going to, if we can, how about we get the, so when I ask you to submit something, we put it down here, like toward the bottom of the page. Multicolored, great. I was walking in the forest one day when I saw a towering treehouse made of multicolored wood. My eyes were assaulted by bright colors such as fuchsia, blue, and magenta. The door was round and orange, and the orange of a fresh picked tangerine. What can we put next? I wonder, and I saw somewhere there that there was mesh to keep out mosquitoes, which is a good thought. Around the stained glass windows is mesh to keep out presumably to keep out mosquitoes. Or I should say was meshed, since I am writing this in the past tense. Okay, and on top of the sharply slanted roof sat a grinning Cheshire cat. Telescope in the treehouse. Yes, that is a good thought. Trying to move multicolor and I end up moving Cheshire cat. Let's see, what details should we add next? My curiosity overcame me, and I walked into the treehouse. Let me see, what do I see inside the treehouse? Is it something shocking? Is it surprisingly deserted? I saw a telescope. The first thing that caught my eye was the telescope in the corner. first thing that caught my eye. I think I'm going to make a new page. The telescope was covered in dust but looked otherwise useful. Books and maps were littered around the room.